Okay, this is Andrew Jelly with Joda Home Inspections. We're here today at 6297 Basalt Cove in West Jordan. Today is July 27th, 2020, and we've got the camera pushed out to what looks like the main line, city connection. We're 112 feet out. Average line about 100 feet out. So this is pretty average looking line. This first connection point, that's called the nose on. That's where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. That nose on looks good. You have a good connection point there. It's going into the top of the line, not the very bottom, which is good because if it backs up on the city side, it's less likely to back up into your line. At least it takes more time. This is PVC line. That's what they use on most new construction. Looks like there's some water that just started getting ran upstairs. I think the sellers are home now. But I'm not seeing any standing water, which is important. That indicates that you have proper grade. One of the most important parts of this line is going to be where it transitions from PVC to ABS. That's roughly around the area of the foundation. And there's kind of sinking on the front of the house, and so I'm going to make sure there's a good connection there and that sinking is not caused by a disconnected sewer line. I did see a little bit of toilet paper in the line, but again, I didn't see any standing water, so that indicates that you don't have a flat spot there. Alright, so this connection point looks good. I'm not seeing any separation here. That's a cast iron cleanout, and so that's where the cleanout is, right outside the foundation. Little tiny bit of standing water, but definitely far from the worst that I've seen. My camera head's a little fogged up, but we can still see this pretty clearly. I mean, that looks good. You know, a little bit of standing water, which indicates a little bit of a flat spot, so that's not ideal. You can see a little bit of buildup in that area. As water sits there, sludge and grime can kind of build up. Over time, that sludge can get thick enough that it can catch on debris and create a backup. And so that could be a maintenance item down the road where you want to just have it cleaned to keep it running smoothly. You also want to avoid putting grease down the line, and that's just good practice no matter what. But especially when you have a little flat spot, you don't want to be adding to that buildup if you can help it. 40 feet between this cleanout in the basement and where it goes through the foundation. That's a fair amount of line. I accessed this through a cleanout downstairs in the hallway. It's right by the cold storage room on the opposite wall of the mechanical room. So just to recap, there's plastic line going all the way out, a combination of both PVC and ABS. One little tiny flat spot where the cleanout is, which is right outside the foundation in front of the house. Not horrible though, a little bit of buildup around that area. Looks like you had a good connection there. That was one of the big concerns here, being that there's a little bit of a wet spot and settling in front of the house. And so that kind of points to it being an issue with the sprinkler or the downspout, which are both in that same area. So I'm going to end this recording now.